All right. So a lot of people don't start with it for their day, but Breakfast Club means something to people. The doctor says it's the most important meal. Do you eat breakfast?
No.
Do you eat?
All right, move on.
Okay. So listen, Angela Yee announced that the Breakfast Club, as you know it, is over. And the internet was kind of going crazy, like, what does this mean? But the way she said it, as you know it is over. So people was like, is it being canceled? What's going on? Did Charlemagne get fired? And then there was a plot twist, bitch. Twitter was happy that the Breakfast Club got canceled. And I was like,
Rude.
wow, like people were mad, excited, and then disappointed. And I was like, well, niggas don't eat breakfast. That might be why. I love breakfast.
I'm not
Them
saying
boys
another
cray.
word until Angela Yee tells us what the tweet was about last night. Anybody, do you want to tell them what the tweet was? As I talk through my teeth.
The tweet was.
As I talk through my teeth right now.
The tweet was, "God is great."
Man, stop. God is great. Well, God, yes, God is great. God is beyond great.
Oh, the other
Yes.
tweet. The other tweet.
My God, it's
She
an awesome
said,
guy.
The Breakfast Club, as you know it, is officially over.
The floor is yours,
Okay.
Angela Latavia Yee.
All right, so
Not
yes, so
Latavia.
this is really exciting, but this is something that I've been wanting to do for years now, since way before the pandemic. I had actually sat down with our big boss, Thea, and I was telling her, like, look, I really want to have my own show. You know, I have my
Okay.
All right. So listen, speaking of own shows, I don't listen to their show every day, like who does radio, but I watch their interviews. I love the dynamics that they all bring together. Sometimes it's questionable for people and myself. Like, would she be missed if she left the show? And my initial reaction was no.
And it's nothing against Angela. Like I don't want people to drag her for that, but everyone plays a role. You know what I mean? Like everyone has their role that they play, and it all works together. Just like people try to play certain members of Destiny's Child, it's almost like we have roles here for a reason, and we all work cohesively together. And there is no, I'm sorry, there is no third verse like Michelle. There is no bridge like Michelle. Like the bitch, like she serves her role for a purpose. I feel like
wait, what does
Angela
that mean?
Marie,
What does that mean for people
well,
who
just
don't know?
because, just because people like try to clown Michelle, trying to say she has no purpose, she can't sing, blah blah this, blah blah that. Michelle, her voice, it vibes in well with Destiny's Child, and she has her place. Like her verses are her verses, and they're that for the reason. Like
Can you tell?
it's for Michelle.
Can you tell everybody that Michelle versus or Michelle's parts of the songs generally are your favorite?
My favorite. So okay, so y'all know me over here on this platform. That's fine. We are stands of Destiny's Child. We are stands of Beyonce, and it's what it is. And I personally am a stand of Michelle V. Williams. I don't care how much y'all try to play her. Michelle, that's my girl. I love you, girl.
Do you know he is him?
You're stupid. So all I'm saying is that like everyone has their part. They have their role in the group dynamic, so to speak. So I don't ever want to discount someone. I'm just saying for what the Breakfast Club was and for the time they gave, Angela Yee played her role. It is what it is. I feel like you need that kind of softer energy to play off of sometimes of the other dynamics going on in the studio. And so I think we needed her, and I think they're gonna need to replace someone in that same energy. You can't you can't have another Charlemagne on this show. You got to replace Angela with that same energy because that's what works.
So you took me to the exact place I was trying to go. So I did, after talking with people, I did realize that Angela's role is the research part and bringing that and keeping and bringing it back on track. So I get that because like I could never do a show by myself because I would be just rambling. I need somebody like
and I can never do a show without you.
Track. Like, to keep me on track and do the production and keep things flowing because bitch, I'll get sidetracked and forget what the fuck I was talking about, like I'm about to do now. But I'm gonna throw it back to this. I brought this up because it's old. Like Angela Yee, she's gonna get her own show. I pray it lasts. I feel like she's gonna need a good surrounding panel, just like Sherry Shepherd. But this ain't about her. It's all about who you surround the talent with. Oh, the look. Oh, okay. So you kind of took where I was going with this to a different level. So I was gonna say, who do we replace? That's a badass picture. You can't say shit. She looked good. How you have
whatever?
Sherry, how you have Sherry waiting in the background?
Like I got her waiting, bitch.
Look, like
she's amongst many others. You ain't special.
Hold on, waiting around in the background like she did for Wendy the Crow. I can't.
Allegedly.
Wait, you got to be dead to be croaked? To almost croak.
Allegedly. That.
No, not. Oh God. So listen. So okay, this kind of throws it to where I wanted this to really go in my shady way. So Nene, Monita, Lucretia, Alizé, Hypnotic Jones leaks might be ending her lawsuit with Bravo. Apparently, it kind of got thrown. We don't know the details right now, but apparently it got thrown out or something's going on. But I want to give a shout out to Michelle A.T. Alien Brown because she's the one that dropped the exclusive news on a lot of real shit, especially Nene, because Nene News Network. So
you know, this one over here,
I stand.
He loves you, girl.
I stand.
Like
she get my coins and everything, and I'd be mad when you don't. Wait, this is not a dick sucking show.
He loves you, girl. And I will say, even though we both recognize, and this is all out of love, we both recognize that Michelle is not unbiased when it comes to Nene.
Yeah,
like that's her bitch, and she rides for her, and that's fine. Like I feel like you should ride for some people, and as long as we know that going in, I don't have a problem with it. So. Michelle rides for Nene, and so that's where you get most of your information regarding the case and everything. And so a lot of people would think that because it was dismissed, that Nene lost, but they probably are. Well, most likely they are settling behind the scenes.
Shout out to Mariah.
Personally, I still feel like this whole lawsuit was a bunch of crap. That's just me. But if you can settle out a case, go ahead and do that. Like, do your thing and just get back to work because
why do you think it's so much
BET and what was the name of the damn show?
College Hill,
girl. It wasn't for you. That's not your comeback. So
wait.
I pray.
Wait. What do you mean it wasn't for you? It was a good show. We liked it. What do you mean?
Nene was there half the episodes.
Like Nene only missed like
this. Okay, we're talking about There's no shade. Nene came from a #1 reality show at one point. We're talking about.
Don't do it.
You don't want me to shade anybody else. Okay.
Don't do it. Wait. Don't say shit. A network or personal thing. Keep it classy, ho.
I'm just saying this is not the same line of work she was doing before. This is work we can get, not work we want. Okay.
Don't you got to start from the bottom? She surrounded herself with.
Well, why should she have to start from the bottom? That's the question.
So I think you think the lawsuit is bullshit, but not for the reason other people do. Like you think she can't have experienced racism, right? You just think the way she threw it out there after we heard of her having trouble on the scene.
Everyone is capable of experiencing racism. Well, everybody of color is capable of receiving racism. I get that. My problem with this whole lawsuit is that it did not become a problem until you weren't working. It did not become a problem because until your head got too big on camera and people decided not to film with you. And then Bravo put you on a timeout for a fucking season. Then all of a sudden it's racism. Then all of a sudden you have a problem with Kim from mad years ago. Kim ain't even on this fucking show no more. Now all of a sudden we have a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Well.
It seems a little self-serving. Not saying it didn't happen, but I'm saying it wasn't a problem as long as Massa was cutting them checks.
Wow. Okay. I hear you. But to me, sometimes when you're working for somebody, you kind of don't want to deal with their shit, but you kind of tolerate it because you need the money. So I'm not going to say shit publicly, but allegedly she was saying shit behind the scenes to them, and allegedly Kim Zolciak used the N-word and Croy and all this stuff. So they said she's been complaining and has.
How long ago has Kim been on this show, and how long ago have you still been receiving a check since that?
But what does that mean? Hold on. Should I quit?
To me, it would make more of a point of an issue if you brought it up and then refused to stop working at that time until something had happened. But no, it's at the point where we put you on a timeout because you were acting a fool, because you thought you were bigger than your bridges. You know what I'm saying? Now we put you on a timeout. Now all of a sudden it's a problem shit that happened 7 years ago. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it wasn't true. I'm not saying it didn't happen to you. I'm questioning your timing. I'm questioning now that you're not working. Now it's a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, we view that totally different, because I'm feeling like if you work at a job for 10 or whatever years, and you have issues, you're gonna talk about those issues every time. So let's go look at my record. How many times?
Exactly, every time. Not when they stop paying you. Every time there's an issue, I'm bringing it up. Every time I'm in HR, every time I'm dropping a lawsuit. I'm not waiting until a time where I feel like I've been wronged, where I'm not the queen of the franchise anymore. Then I'm going to bring up a lawsuit. That's where
I'm giving you that. But what I'm saying is, if I'm at a job and I can't stand these motherfucking coworkers, I can't stand this, I think I'm being done wrong, I have to go complain. I don't have the ability to just quit my job and say, fuck this, I'm going to wait and sue them. So I got to come to work. So I've been complaining all this time, nothing happened. And then whatever issues that
file a lawsuit while you're employed, though. That's all I'm saying. You literally can.
I haven't seen it done on TV because they can edit you the fuck out. They could do whatever they want. So they cannot schedule you with other stuff.
It was okay then, as long as they were paying you. That's the problem I have. Then that's all I'm saying. If she was, hold on, pause. If she was still getting paid to this day as a regular cast member of this show, we wouldn't know anything about these allegations at this point. That's where I have a problem. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying you shouldn't bring it up. I'm saying that you look like the fool because as long as Massa was paying you, you was okay with that racism. You was okay with it because the check was clearing.
Well, I just don't see it that way.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah. So, and this is the good thing. People can view things a different way. I heard all these rumors every time she was complaining about Kim when she was doing stuff, saying that Kim said that. I heard all those back then. So
back then, but you didn't hear anything in the past 5 to 6 years, right?
No, Nene's been talking the whole time. So what I'm saying is, after I got fired and the contract is over, I can't go work nowhere. I'm stuck with you. So then I'm saying, fuck it. I'm balls to the wall. I'm going to sue. I'm saying I'm blackballed because y'all have kept me from shit allegedly. So again, I've been with this company for 10 years. If every other year they piss me off, it's going to be in the record. If I go and complain, it's going to be in the record. I can't come to the public and say, they called me. They can't call me a nigga and then I don't go to work. Okay, yeah, you're going to sue. How long is that lawsuit going to take? But you got to go to work. So you cuss them out, do what you got to do, go to HR like you do, and let the system do what it do. It got to the end where it didn't work. So now, fuck it, I'm going to sue.
That's what I'm saying. She wasn't doing that. She wasn't doing anything while she was being paid.
No, I'm saying all this was going on. She was.
She filed a lawsuit. She filed a lawsuit while she was still on a cast member of that show.
That's what I'm saying. I cannot sue you and still work for you on TV. To many people in their mind, I can be edited out, so I cannot file a lawsuit. I can complain. I can do all this. So maybe at the end, I can say there was racism. But if I make a complaint every year, it's on record. I can't file a lawsuit every time I get mad at my employer. I can't say, oh, you let this white girl get a check and she refused to film with us, but if I don't do it, it's a big problem. So if she said that back then, there was no lawsuit. But then if we go back and look at all that shit, and there's 20 things adding up, if the alleged CEO or whatever of the network called you a white bitch, said there's 2 white bitches in this picture and it was Nene and somebody else, what the fuck is that? The CEO, I don't care if we go kick it and play golf or whatever white people do.
I hear everything you're saying. I'm just saying if she still had a peach, we wouldn't hear about it. And that's my problem.
Right.
And so,
which is a lot of jobs. We don't hear about
that's
shit,
why.
it's a problem.
That's why. No, it was a problem back then. The problem. You're just not hearing what I'm saying. It wasn't enough of a problem for you to leave your job over it. As long as they were paying you, it was okay for you to endure a certain level of racism, and that's where I have a problem. That's just me personally.
Mm-hmm. I think most people would like to quit when they experience racism or something at that time, but you got to make a check.